and scientific and technological fields, which would lessen their dependence on developed countries. See here, the two basic conditions for the development of regionalism and integration at the geographic proximity and a degree of economic interdependence. So what is the need for a regional information systems and networks? So manaku regional information systems valla manaku upayogam emiti, deen valla oka library and information science professionals kani, the students kavachu, the staff kavachu, వీళ్ళకి ఏ విధంగా బెనిఫిట్ అవుతుంది ఈ యొక్క రీజనల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ సిస్టమ్స్ అండ్ నెట్వర్క్స్ కి, అండ్ దీని వల్ల so what is the use of the mainly library, the professions? See here, the organizations under the United Nations system and the organizations at the international level as well as the regional association of nations have come forward. See here, international level, just like ICA, something UNO, and Asian countries and Pacific Asian countries and the Europe countries. So yes, total fields the participate.
Sir, it is fourth.
Amma,
Sir, it is fourth paper, lekunte first paper.
this is the fourth paper, Amma, fourth paper.
Oh, okay, fourth paper.
Yes,
Paper 4.
yes, madam. Yes, Amma, this is a MLIC fourth paper. MLIC fourth paper, the third block is the 10th unit. Amma, this is
Okay.
the organizations which promote regional information systems and networks are United Nations. So just like UN based UNESCO or UNICEF or the SARC, so many is the regional cooperation. Now we discuss very important question. This so many types are asked in computer exams and your semester exam. What is the ASTINFO? ASTINFO. Very important. ASTINFO. ASTINFO. So ASTINFO means this is a regional information network for exchange of information and experiences in science and technology in Asia and the Pacific Ocean countries. The main exchange of the science and technology data, Asian and surrounding the Asian Pacific Ocean countries. See, very important, ASTINFO is the regional information network for the exchange of information and experiences in science and technology. See, nowadays in any country, that is developing countries or developed countries, the main thing is the science and technology. Science and technology, ఏ దేశంకైతే శాస్త్ర సాంకేతిక రంగంలో ఆ దేశం ముందంజలో ఉంటుందో ఆ దేశం అన్ని రంగాలలో అభివృద్ధి సాధిస్తుంది. Why the countries just like America, Britain, China, Russia, France, these countries are the developed countries and advanced countries because they have the advanced science and technology, the field of aerospace and you see any field. So that's why which country has more depend on the science and technology, that country is automatically developed. But in this field, India has now started the science and technology compared to the developed countries in the world. See, in the part of the ASTINFO, this is the network of exchange of information and experiences in science and technology in especially Asia and Pacific, Asia and Pacific countries. So this AST info is established in the year, very important, 1985. The AST info is
We are not able to hear your voice, sir. We are not able to hear your voice.
Yes, sir. Network problem, sir.
So please unmute your mic.
for disturbance. Total how many participants? 14 participants. Right. Right. Okay, sorry for small disturbance. Right. So AST info is established in the year. Dear participants, please students respond.
1985.
Very good. The AST info is especially exchange of information in which countries, which nations? Asia and Pacific Oceans. Pacific. So in this in the 1985, on the basis of the recommendation of the during the second conference of the science ministers and economic planning bodies in the Asia and the Pacific region. So Asian Pacific information is very important in the AST info is one of the part is very important. It is the APIN. The APIN with the close cooperation with the UNESCO's information for all programs. What is the UNESCO? You know, UNESCO. What is the abbreviation of UNESCO? Anybody?
United Nations.
UNESCO.
Educational, scientific.
This is a part of the United Nations. Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
United Nations.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please, ఇంకొకసారి చెప్పమ్మా, ఇంకొకసారి చెప్పు.
United Nations Education Scientific Corporation.
కాదమ్మా. So very good. So United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization.
Cultural organization.
Yes. Okay. So this is a part of the UN.
Yes,
So this
sir.
is
Parts of the UNO.
Yes, part of the UN, United Nations. So the APIN is a Asian Pacific Information Network is a very important part of the AST info. This AST info, the APIN is the Asian Pacific Information Network is a network found by the merging the three regional networks, the namely regional network for the exchange of information, experiences, AST info, the regional information network for Southeast Asia. It is very important. Southeast Asia, the Pacific, they called RINSIP, and the regional information network for South Central Asia, they call RINSCA. So these so many parameters in AST info, just like APIN. See here the major recommendations in Beijing meeting. Maybe there are 6 to 7. Now see what is the action plan of APIN? This is important. The action plan of the APIN is the content and resource sharing. Content and resource sharing. See here, any international organization or regional organization is very important. Is a plan is important. Action plan is important. Example, you see, you go to the Koti, the how to go Koti. What is your plan? What is your action plan? You prepare a competitive exam just like Gurukula. How to prepare the Gurukula? Just take the library and information science subject. What is the area of the library and science? Which area the question came from the for competitive exams, and the faculty asked the question which the core areas. These are the action plan is important. In the part of the asked info, the API is the action plan, content and resource sharing. See here, sharing the best practices of model of e-governance, means electronic governance among the APN countries. Look to Singapore and New Zealand as models. So this model asking for the opinion is basic on the Singapore and New Zealand model. See here, sharing best practices model on program and consortia to collect local content for digitalizing the World Wide Web. You know, very important. WWW. The abbreviation of WWW means World Wide Web. So I'm asking one small question. You are all the preparing for the library and international science paper. And who introduced the word WWW? Who kind and who developed the word WWW, World Wide Web? Anybody respond, please?
World Wide Web.
Yes. I understand my question, Amma. Who kind, who developed the word WWW? So when I ask the what is the abbreviation of WWW and who kind, who developed the term WWW? Who developed the term?
Sir, Berners-Lee.
Very good, Amma. Very good, Amma. Very good. So Team Berners-Lee. Team Berners-Lee. So Team Berners-Lee. WWW. Those three words. So Team Berners-Lee was developed this word. Team Berners-Lee was developed this word. Is very important for the competitive exam. And see these best practices models of shared on the APIN website and be promoted by the UNESCO as suitable for the UN or other foreign aid funding in the region. The same terms here, under part is very important, and the topic is APNS. So APNS means Asia Pacific Information Network in social sciences. So many marks in competitive exam. APNS belongs to which core area? APNS belongs to which core area? Ante the APNS is most focused on social sciences. Social sciences. See, what is the abbreviation of APNS? Means Asia Pacific Information Network in social sciences. In social sciences. APNS is a UNESCO's supported regional information network in the Asian Pacific region, established in the year 1986. As info in 1985, APNS started in 1986. The next year started in APNS. The Secretariat of the APNS is presented by based on UNESCO's Regional Unit for Social and Human Sciences in Asia and the Pacific. So the APNS in Bangkok in Thailand. The capital of Thailand is Bangkok. So now what is the Asian Pacific region? So Asia is the largest of the 5 countries. Asia Pacific region contains more than half of the world's population, about 2,500 million people in 1980 according to the population, because the region covers countries like Australia, New Zealand, India, China, Japan, South Korea, Thailand, Vietnam, Hong Kong, Japan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Burma, the Pakistan. The most of these countries region, these are the most of the countries are the developing countries, developing countries, except China. See here, the more totally Asian Pacific countries are the more population. So what is the origin of happiness? And so what is the governing principles and this is important. What is the governing principles and framework? See here, the broad principles governing the happiness are that it would encourage development of infrastructure at the national level to make up for shortfalls. See here, that it would be an inter-institutional arrangement and not a supranational center. See here, that it would coordinate rather than replace the activities of existing networks, and that no single model for national infrastructure as well as the system would
Sir, not able to hear properly, sir. Connection is not getting. Not good.
వినిపిస్తుందా? మే అడుగు
ఇప్పుడు కనిపిస్తుంది సార్, ఇప్పుడు వినిపిస్తుంది.
వినిపిస్తుందా?
లేదు సార్, వినిపిస్తలేదు.
వినిపిస్తుందా?
వినిపిస్తుంది సార్.
ఓకే అమ్మా, వినిపిస్తుంది కదా?
ఓకే సార్.
So governing principles and framework. The main constituents of happiness are national contact points (NCP) and national advisory groups (NAG), regional advisory groups (RAG). These are the governing principles of this framework. And what is the action programs and what is the editor program of the happiness? The action programs of happiness are as follows: the strengthening the core collection of social science research material in national and participating center, and promoting exchange of social science research material and information, and surviving the existing institutional facilities, and adoption of existing international norms and standards, and development of norms and science handling. కొంచెం వాయిస్ మా కొంచెం మీరు మ్యూట్లో పెట్టుకోండి. చిన్నపిల్లలు మాట్లాడుతున్నామా, డిస్టర్బెన్స్ చిన్నపిల్లలు మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. What is the happiness in India? What is the happiness in India? See, the NASDAQ is the NCP for happiness activities in India. The NASDAQ has taken up the following activities of happiness. See, what is the NASDAQ? So this is a national sources document center. The compilation of publications and distribution of happiness newsletters 3 times in a year, and compilation of India's 2000 and unnurtured bibliography, published by the UNESCO Regional Office, the Bangkok, and collection of data for 2 UNESCO World Directories and Directory of Social Sciences, the research institutions, and selective inventory of information services, the compilation of the state of the art report on social science trends in India, involving analysis of social science bibliographies published in India since 1970. Extension of support for setting of Women Information Network by Center for Women's Development Studies, New Delhi. So these are the activities of happiness in India. So these are the activities of happiness.
Sir, we are some disturbance is there.
SDC, SARC Documentation Center, very important. SAARC, SARC, the SARC Documentation Center called SDC. So the South Asian Association of Regional Cooperation. What is the abbreviation of SARC? What is the abbreviation of SARC?
South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation.
Yes, cooperation was formed in the SARC formed in the year 1985 in December. Same in 1985, which organization started? ASTINFO. ASTINFO also started in the year 1985, as well as SDC, SARC Documentation Center also. It is starting in the year of 1985 December. The abbreviation of the SARC is the South Asian Association Cooperation was formed in December 1985 with the objective of consolidating peace and stability in the region and giving meaningful expression of economic and social sciences in the progress of the region. See, in the 1998, there are 7 members in SARC, namely, so Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, and Pakistan in Sri Lanka, and Sri Lanka in this is the data of the 1998. The SDS, the SARC Document Center, comprises of a central unit of a sub-units in the member states, and SARC Document Center is the central unit, and the sub-units located in the member state are the national focal points. MFPS means national focal points. See here, SD was started in 1994 in New Delhi. So SDC means SARC Documentation Center was established in the year 1994 in June. The SARC established in the 1985, but our SDC SARC Documentation Center was established in the year 1994 in the month of June. So what is the main thing? It means enable exchange of information among the member states, particularly in the field of the science and technology, industry, and development matters. The 3 core areas. The 3 core areas, that is science and technology, industry, and development matters. Mary, what is the objective of the SDC? What is the main objective of the SARC Documentation Center is? So these are the, they are giving some
industry and science and technology, industry
and development matters. SNTM and industry, and some are the development matters.
Thank you, sir.
Meet to the information needs of the scholars of the region who has comes under this region is SARC Document Center region. All the information needs to the scholars and staff members and all undercomes this region to harness the application of information technology and management in the member states, with particular reference to the modernizing of the libraries and information centers. The main cause is the modernizing libraries information to serve as a repository of all scientific, technical, and developmental literature generated in the region and on the region, including grey literature, to facilitate to the economic, social, and industrial development member states by the providing timely access to relevant and accurate information. And the very important point is to evaluate the data network interconnecting SDC analysis, and it is the SARC Secretariat and the relevant regional institution to support information exchange and they collaborate with the international information agencies to evolve an integrated part of and the globalization process in the field of information and the commission. So these are some main objectives. And next topic is very small. That is the part of the SDC, the National Focal Points, NFP. So SDC and NFCs is the part of the NFP is a part of the SDC. An institution in each member state has been designated to serve as the NFP, the National Focal Point. These NFPs are responsible for carrying out the technical activities to meet the programs and needs of the SDC. The NFP in India means INSDAC, Indian National Document Center, New Delhi. The NFPs of other member states are now is the BANSDAC means Bangladesh National Scientific and Document Center. This is a Bangladesh. What is the India's means? IN is the INSDAC, Indian National Scientific Documentation Center. INSDAC in India. At the same time, all the SAR countries like Bangladesh, Bhutan, Maldives, and Nepal, and Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. Which country has the Bangladesh national BANSDAC? The Bhutan is the Bhutan is the Royal Institute of Management that is located in Thimphu, and Ministry of Planning and Environment. See here, all the countries they given chapters also, Bhutan, Thimphu, Maldives, Malay, and the Royal Nepal Academy of Science and Technology, Rona in Kathmandu in Nepal. And Pakistan.
This is chapter 10, sir.
Amma?
This is chapter 10, 11.
This chapter 10, 10 chapter, the 10 chapter, Amma.
Okay.
So, the Royal Nepal Academy of Science and Technology in Islamabad and Center for Development, Information Planning and National Planning Department, Ministry of Policy, Planning, Implementation is Sri Lanka, Colombo. So these are the NFPs. Now, what is the activities really done by the SDC, the SARC Documentation Center? So what is the real activities and day to day?
Sir, clear the sir.
To fulfill the specific objectives, of providing information related to the South Asian region, especially we are discussing the SDC. SDC undercomes the South Asian region. The SDC offers a number of information services. Besides providing document copies and supply and bibliography literature, such as translation services. SDC has brought out the several value-added information products. Among them, very important here, directory of research and industrial institutions in South region.
Please, Aruna Vane, please mute.
Select bibliography and alternate systems of medicine in the South region. So these are the so many activities under comes the SDC and so many training programs in 2005 in SDC. And the main important is what is the major achievements? What is the major achievements of SDC since 1994. Since 1994. See here, the 5 major achievements since 1994. SDC has provided the training by short-term and attachment of long-term programs to 235 participants of member states of SARC. This is one of the major achievement from 1994. The SDC's major achievement is 235 participants state.
Not
Center
able
has organized 7.
not able to hear clearly, sir.
Amma
Clear గా వినిపించలేదు.
సో టుమారో ఆన్వర్డ్స్ అమ్మ ట్రై టు వీళ్ళు ఒక్క రోజు కొంచెం నాకు అదే టుమారో ఆల్సో నేను విల్ ట్రై అమ్మా. ఓకే, ద సెంటర్ హ్యాస్ ఆర్గనైజ్డ్ 7 special workshops so far on library automation, intellectual these are the very point amma. IPR, intellectual property rights. So I'm going to ask, what is the abbreviation of IPR? IPR, intellectual property rights. I think this exam asked in 2011 jail exam also. What is the abbreviation of IPL, intellectual property rights? So information in an infrastructure and creation of TKDL for SAARC nations. So under the third and major achievement has prepared a technical framework for the traditional knowledge and digital library TKDL in SAARC countries. The center has developed linkages with international agencies. So these are the major achievements. These are the major achievements of the, and one more major, sorry. One more major achievement. The center has developed databases on various topics such as GATT, GATT related documents. So anybody, students, what is the abbreviation of GATT? GATT? Please respond, anyone? Dear participants, I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Now what is the abbreviation of GATT, Amma? GATT. GATT.
No idea, sir.
So the GATT is the General Agreement Tariff and Trade. General Agreement Tariff and Trade. The GATT is related to the some documents by developed by this SDC and by SAARC countries, alternative systems just like medicines in SAARC region and directory of periodicals in SAARC countries. You want more information regarding SDC, you log in the SDC's website www.sdc.gov.in. So this is in future, I think in our semester exam, the most of the questions asked came from APNS and asked info. Maximum asked APNS and asked info. You prepare 2 questions, asked info and APNS. This is very much helpful to your semester exam and as well as your competitive exam also. In this topic is very important came from. So today I have a small urgent work. That's why today I left.
Sir,
Huh?
sir, please, sir. Please explain GATT expansion.
General
General
Agreement,
agreement.
Tariff, TARRIF, Tariff and Trade.
Tariq and thank you, sir.
Okay, ma. So today, the sorry for today I have urgent work. Please left అయితున్నాను నేను కొంచెం చిన్న urgent work ఉంది. I meet tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.